everybody, it's Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and I'm going to share with you some ideas on planning and journaling and just some fun creative ideas if you like to do any sort of journaling or, like I said, some planning using inserts, notebooks, whatever type of system you like to do and however you like to use it. I thought it would be fun to share a weekly spread with you, kind of using some of the product from our Flutterby Planner Kit is what I'm going to share with you here. And I'm using the A5 inserts, and the A5 inserts come with a week on 2 pages. So this is what it looks like to begin with. So, and one of the things I love about these inserts and notebooks is you can be as creative as you want to be. So it's already pretty. So you don't have to add a lot if you're busy or if you're just not feeling creative. It's already set up that way, and you can just throw on a sticker for a date and call it good. If you want to add more, you can. And that's what I'm going to show you that I did here. So I added the cute little bow on there. I added this as so it comes, I cut the little notches off the top to make it look more like a tag, but it comes just in a rectangle. And then I punched the holes in it. So you can use it as a bookmark like I did here, or you can just use this as a bookmark in a notebook, in a journal, in a bound planner, or even in an actual book, right? The other thing that I love about these is you can use these to hold washi tape. So especially if you have a system that is a bound book or a notebook and you don't necessarily have a lot of space to carry rolls of washi, what is really cool is you can use these to hold pieces of washi tape. You just roll it around there like that and add some on there, and you are good to go. And now you have some extra washi tape, and you can pull that off as you need. There's no extra bulk on there. Super, super simple to do. And isn't that pretty? So pretty. So it's an easy way to add some washi tape. Now the other thing, and we almost always have a calendar card, an acrylic calendar card in the planner kit as well. And you can do the same thing with these. You can wrap some washi around them. A lot of people we know buy these if we have extra ones in the store, and they'll wrap washi around them and give those as little gifts, which I think is really, really cute. I think that's a great way to use them. So even though it may have the date on it, it doesn't matter, because you can just wrap a bunch of washi around that and tuck it in a little pocket, here, and it's nice and flat. So that's a little something you can do with those. The other thing I made was a pocket, and I do these every single month because I love to be able to have my stickers nice and handy with me and my pages. I love to tuck in cute little note cards. This one has the pen test and the stamp test, which I like. And again, these are all items from the planner kit, and it has the cute little butterflies. But you get 2 sizes of the adhesive pockets. You get a larger one and a smaller one, and they're fully adhesive, which is nice. A lot of times these smaller ones I like to use when I do memory keeping or journaling, because you can tuck some journaling in there, you can tuck extra photos in there. They work really well for that. But all I did is I took some of the patterned paper, and I liked this more neutral one so that this shows up really well on it. And I just kind of measured it a little bit bigger. I left a gutter space here to punch the holes, and then just rounded the corners, and I have a cute little pocket that I can slip in wherever I want in my planner, and it holds my stickers. Now, if you don't want to use the patterned paper, you can always get the dashboards. The dashboards are gorgeous, and these are a little bit heavier than the patterned paper. So if you want something a little bit more rigid, these will work as well. And you could put, because there's nothing on the back, you could put the pocket on the back as well. You get both sizes in the dashboard set. You get the A5 and the personal, and they're just so pretty. So like this one, I think that the small size would work on that one. Super, super cute. So anyway, those are our dashboards. These are not part of the planner kit. These are something separate. It's just an option that if you want to use them in your planner instead of the patterned paper that comes with it, you certainly can. And then if you look, and just to kind of save you from my handwriting, I printed these out on clear sticker paper and threw them on there. And I just layered some of the pet stickers, as well as some of a few of these little stickers. There's alphas on there. I have the date stickers and the nice little boxes. You can use those as well. And then what's really cool is, let me put this stuff back in here. In the planner kit, you get a great menu planning notepad. Now, we did one of these last September, I believe. And so I like to, there's a lot of sheets on here. There's almost enough for an entire year. And so what's nice is then if we do these about once a year, then you never run out of them. And I love these. I use one every single week. And kind of, I hang it up for everybody in the entryway so they know what's for dinner. And it works really well. And also you can add your little shopping list on there. And the purple ink pen, this is a Zebra Sarasa. Quick pen is in this beautiful violet color. That is part of the planner kit as well. But I love this great notepad. So you get this whole notepad included in the kit as well, which I just love. And then I had to throw the little takeout box there for the night that we're doing takeout. I thought that was cute. So that is a little look at some ideas on what to do with a planner setup using the planner kit and using our A5 inserts. Let's talk about some fun ways to do some summer journaling. In the journal kit, I'm using the, you could do this obviously with stuff from your stash. You can go online and you can do a search for summer journal prompts or August journaling prompts. We happen to include a card in our journal kit. And that's what I used kind of as my jumping off point. But if you love to make lists or you love to journal, but sometimes you get stuck on what to journal about, it's fun to kind of have some prompts or a list to go by. And that is what brought me to this idea. That's the other thing I love, is it can kind of give you inspiration even for layouts. So I loved the prompt number 7, which said, describe the colors, scents, and sounds of August around you. And because I'm such a big gardener and I love to be in our backyard in the summer, I thought that was a really neat idea to like sit and think about what are the colors I see? What are the sounds I hear? What is it that what do I smell when I'm in the backyard? There's certain flowers I buy every year specifically because of the fragrance that they give off. And so it was kind of fun to do that. Well, I wanted to highlight, I'm using an A5 notebook. That's what size this is. Normally they have a craft cover. You're just looking at my sample one, so it does not. But look at all those beautiful colors in there. And I wanted to have plenty of room to write. That's why I went with the A5 size. But I loved how it had all of these beautiful blooms on here to begin with. And it matched, I actually just took this picture the other day. So it matched one of the pictures from my garden. one of my pots. And like I said, I wanted to pair that with that journaling prompt. So I kind of put that on this side. I added one of the stickers from the vellum stickers that come in here. And that's the nice thing about this particular kit is everything is flat. So if you don't like a lot of bulk in your planner, then this is a great kit. You get all of the stickers, you get 2 sheets of rub-ons, you get the journaling prompt card, and some fun green washi. So I did that, and I thought, okay, so I want to highlight these. I didn't necessarily want to make headers. I thought it would be fun to layer and add even more color onto the page. So I took the Alpha stamp set, and you can use any Alpha stamp set. I would just say it needs to be a larger one, and it needs to be rather bold. This happens to be the Alpha set from our stamp subscription with this collection. So you can subscribe to just this Alpha set if you like. And I stamped it in a pretty yellow, kind of a pale yellow, that you can still see the words, but you can also read the journaling that goes over top of them. And so I just took that right from here. I did colors, scents, and sounds. I stamped that on there. And then I printed out my journaling on some clear sticker paper and laid that over top. And so you have colors, scents, sounds of August. I used the Alpha stickers for that. I put the washi tape along the bottom and then added a few of the other little rub-ons and stickers on here as well. So you get another little guy right there. And I think that turned out really, really cute. It's a great way to break down your journaling too. Sometimes you don't have a lot to write about one big thing. You can kind of break it down into bits and pieces. So I think that turned out really pretty, and I love all the color on there. So that's the journaling kit. So you've seen kind of an idea for the plan, how to do using the planner kit, using the journaling kit. What if you like to do more than that? What if you like even more than just planning or journaling? What if you want to do both, right? Well, if you like to do both, then we have a deluxe journaling kit that includes items from both of those kits and then a few exclusives of its own. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways to use the deluxe journaling kit. And again, you don't have to purchase our kit to use these ideas. You can, whatever your system is, you can definitely use these ideas. Whether you have different bound books or you use it like a happy planner or a disc bound planner, that would work as well. So just trying to give you some ideas. I've really been enjoying, and I said this last month, using the classic vertical insert and showing how you can break down that vertical space and use parts of it for other things besides just planning or just journaling. You can combine the two. And what I did with this one this month is this stamp set comes in the kit, and it's the currently. So you currently, and this is great for those of you that love to make lists. So it has currently, watching, listening, loving, reading. So you can use these together. You can use them separately. I used them kind of together. You could layer them. You'll see that in a minute. You can layer them in different colors. But what I did is I broke down this section at the bottom into these lists. So you have currently, loving, reading, watching, and listening. And it also breaks up all that heavy vertical. So I didn't like keep them in a specific vertical space. I kind of have them running over those spaces and creating just one space. And I like that because, again, it cuts down on that whole vertical, heavy vertical feel, which is nice, but it's nice to break it up a little bit to make it feel maybe a little bit more organic, right? And so these 2 sections I keep for planning. And then along the bottom, as I said, I did with the currently. I also like to break it up with a photograph, or you can break it up with some sticky notes or a die cut or a pocket card, anything like that that you have that maybe just kind of can layer as well and break that stuff up a little bit. So I used the sticky notepad, and I didn't mention it. I should have. This is actually in the planner kit as well. So this is one of the items that is the same in both. I didn't show it to you with the planner kit, but it does come in it. And I thought this was really, really cute. I added one of the rub-ons for the date because I'm kind of covering this up. Well, I still want to have Sundays to do, and I just put it in an angle there. And again, doing that with the layers, right? It adds some interest, it breaks it up, and added some of the stickers. This one was one of the die cuts. There's a die cut there, another one there. One of the die cut tabs I added on there. Some of the other vellum stickers, the alpha. I used some of the beautiful washi tape. Isn't that pretty? And then this little gingham washi is one of the washi strips from one of the sticker sheets. I used that in there as well. And again, there's that journaling prompt card. You could attach this on here just with a clip so you have it. So if you wanted to maybe leave this open and just use the word currently, you could do that and use this as inspiration or a prompt for each week to do something, or to do a couple of them. Kind of a fun idea. You could just clip that on there. There's also some fun papers on here that if you wanted to layer, this has that beautiful silver foil on it. And this is a great, it's like a fibrous paper that you can, if you wet it a little bit, you can tear it. It tears real easy if you wet it a little bit. It's got fibers and pieces and stuff like that in it. And you could take this and you could tear a little piece and tuck it behind something just for a great layer for some more texture. So that's a fun way to use that as well. So that's a look at a way that you could use the Deluxe Journaling Kit for planning, or a way that you can use a break up vertical planning if that's the type of system you do. Now, if you are a big list person and you are more on the journaling side of things, but you love to maybe junk journal, or you love to do lots and lots of layers in your planner, or you don't necessarily like to use photographs, you just like to use pretty stuff and layer it and put it together. I did that, and I'm using this is a week's size booklet, and we're going with that whole list idea. So what I did is I took the alpha set, and I stamped the word lists, and then I took what did I just do with it? I just had it, there it is. And then I stamped currently over top of the lists. And I thought that was really kind of cute. And then I just broke down these 2 pages into 4 sections, and I did the watching, listening, loving, reading. And I added those items under each one. I added some of the die cuts, some of the rub-ons, some of the stickers, and it really turned out cute. I added one of the little die cut tabs. So if you wanted to, you could make all different sections in here. So you could break this whole section into just reading, and do another tab with just listening, so on and so forth. Whatever you wanted to do, there's plenty of room that you could do that. And so those are a couple of ideas on how to use the goodies in the Deluxe Journaling Kit.